Ondo State for a bit. The African Action Congress has held a town hall meeting in Ondo State's capital, Akure. The meeting was to address the recent political happenings in the state. The party wants Governor Rotimi Akeredolu, who has now gone on sick leave and handed power to his deputy, to resign according to the Constitution.
We have tolerated this nonsense for too long in Ondo State. This is Akure in Ondo State, and our town hall has now held in the hall where we promised it will hold. And this week, we also promised that the governor must hand over power whichever way. That has also been done. But we are not satisfied with the way another power has been handed over. This is the 419 handover that they have done. We want the proper invocation of doctrine of necessity so that Akeredolu can go and take care of his health. And I want to also send a message to the president of Nigeria, their president now, that Ondo State is not an appendage of Aso Rock. So he has no right to dictate to the people of Ondo State how to run their state.
Well, to discuss this interesting development, and indeed all developments in Ondo State in recent time, we're joined by Okiki Adeniran. Okiki Adeniran is a lawyer and political analyst. Okiki, welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me. Good evening.
In response to the governor's, incapacity, the acting governor is taking swift action. He's gone ahead to freeze all local government accounts. Yeah. What are the immediate decisions you anticipate that Mr. Ayeratua, who's still deputy governor, will undertake? As far as the situation is concerned?
Yeah, I believe that the deputy governor, the acting governor, will probably maybe want to reshuffle his cabinet. Now, he has done, the first thing he has done is to freeze the account of the local government. And now he might want to, reshuffle his cabinet because, politics is a game of loyalty. He will probably want to get his loyal people on board to work with him. And I believe that might be the next step.
But he's still deputy governor, and he, like he said before, he's loyal to his boss, the governor of Ondo State.
Yes. But the fact is this, is the acting governor.
Yeah.
The acting governor is acting in place of the governor. He can take steps.
But can he take steps in terms of policy changes? For instance,
yes.
The governor recently signed, the new LCDAs into law.
Okay.
And he had appointed caretaker local government chairman.
Yes.
While serving as acting governor and still deputy governor.
Yes.
For a temporary period, can he sack the appointees of the governor?
Yes, he can. Most times we try to mix politics with the legal process. Mm-hmm. Now, he's the acting governor. He's acting in the place of the governor. He's doing what the governor can do.
So he can do that legally, but morally, ethically, can he or should he?
Morally, ethically, I can't say specifically yes, because now you cannot say what has transpired between the governor and the acting governor. You're not even sure if probably it was an instruction that was given to him. You're not even sure. Maybe at the time there were issues, these local government chairmen were trying to take certain steps that are not what is in plan. So I believe that he's doing all these things, possibly based on instruction or based on his own, thoughts and steps. And I believe that all these things that he's doing are just to help him run the government and to, bring his loyal people on board and, to get things done properly.
But Akeredolu is still governor.
Yes.
How do you then bring your own people on board if you are just an acting capacity pending the return of the governor, except he will expect the governor to not get better?
Like I said.
Morally, ethically, not legally only.
Like I said, politics is a game of loyalty. It's a game of loyalty. Before now, there's been issues around his being the acting governor. And now he's the acting governor. Before he became acting governor, certain people would have probably said some things, would have probably taken some steps, That's,
But it's still Akeredolu's administration.
yeah, it is. But it's Akeredolu's administration. It was the deputy governor. They were both elected.
No, but it is Akeredolu's. Akeredolu nominated him.
Yes.
He didn't go there himself. He
Yes.
didn't buy a form. He didn't win a primary.
But the constitution recognizes both of them as the
But
governor.
he's not the governor.
But he's the acting governor.
Yes, what I'm saying is it is Akeredolu's administration. So if Akeredolu, who is the governor of Ondo State, hasn't made certain appointments, will it be right, morally, not legally now, but morally and let's say ethically actually,
Ethically.
for you as an acting, you're a placeholder till I come back,
Yes.
come and sack people I appointed?
You know what? Let's leave that to when the governor comes back.
No, I'm asking if it's more ethically correct.
Well, ethically correct. From my point of view, I'll say no, and it's not correct because it's like you have a boss who has done something and you're doing what the boss has done. Ethically we'll say, oh, you shouldn't have done that. But like I said before, you cannot be too sure of what is going on at the background.
All right, okay, all right. Anyway, so some groups are calling or have called for Rotimi Akeredolu as governor to resign, and they're suggesting that the governor is incapacitated. He's in a vegetative state to the extent that he was not even fit enough to be flown out of the country for his medical follow-up. Do you agree with this call that he should resign and hand power over to his deputy?
I do not agree. I do not agree because the governor did the right thing before he left. He did not leave power. He did not leave a vacuum. He left. He wrote a letter to the Speaker of the House of Assembly, stating why he was going to be traveling. It's in the media. It's known by everyone that the governor at this time is not healthy and he needs to take care of his health, and that is what he has gone to take care of. Now, the Constitution states, Section 189 of the Constitution, sub 1, 2, 3, and 4, talks about how if a seat should be declared vacant, it's probably by 2/3 of the House of Assembly members or by a medical report, which can be sent to the Speaker.
But as a governor, as an elected official, as an appointee, whoever you can always send a paper called resignation letter.
Sure, you can. But he has not done that.
So should he? Based on the fact that he has not been to work officially since June, July, if not before June, July.
Now, like I said, the Constitution there are procedures. In the Constitution, it is stated that when such is going to be done, you can resign, but if you're going to resign based on medical issues, now, in fact, the House of Assembly can take steps, can, have a panel of medical team to investigate and to give a report to the Speaker. Now, he can resign, but at this time, I believe that the reason why he wrote a letter to the House of Assembly was just because, he still felt that, well, I can still try. Let me take care of myself. By the time I'm back, possibly I'll be able to go back.
Okay.
But
you want to see the House of Assembly take steps to raise that panel,
yes,
led by medical doctors and experts, including the governor's personal doctor.
Yes, the Speaker can do that.
You want that to happen?
That can happen. That can happen if it's lingering for a long time, and the House of Assembly can decide to. I'm just stating the powers of the House of Assembly.
What would you like to see?
What I'd like to see, basically, like it is done in developed countries, issues like this are not supposed to be kept. Okay. As a matter of fact, what should be done? An example, when former President Trump was down with COVID, at the time, we were even, it was shown when he left the White House and he went to the hospital. The hospital was stated what, in fact, the medication was being given was stated. So those are the things. Those are the things we should embrace as a
fantastic way to lead us to our next question, because there's speculations regarding what is really happening to the governor.
Yes.
Is he signing his documents? Is he signing, approving, spending and release of money? Or not? Is his signature being forged in where is it Luyole or Luole? Or not? People want to know. We don't even know what is wrong with him. We don't even know when he left or when he came back. Nobody saw him. So you're talking about transparency and information. is it in the interest of the citizens? Because we also have the other part of medical ethics that says, there's confidentiality
Yes.
when it comes to health matters. Is it in the interest of citizens of Ondo State, interest of morality and ethics, to put the governor's health information out for the public, in the public domain?
I believe it is in the interest of the people of Ondo State, because now he's a public office holder. Most times, we try to hide under the fact that confidentiality, secrecy, and all those things. But the fact is, he has decided to serve a certain people, and if you're serving them, you need to be accountable to them. Now, at this time, certain issues have cropped up, and what is supposed to do, what is expected, is that now his health is being questioned. It won't be bad if the governor states or says that, okay, these are the issues I'm facing, these are the things I'm doing. And if, as a matter of fact, instead of having political issues, fighting and trying to, if someone should be acting governor, this other party is saying that no, they are supposed to come together as a team and let the Ondo State people know these are the issues we are facing. The governor is facing these issues, is going through this. This is the health challenge is going through, and this is the hospital he has been taken to be treated. You can withhold certain information, maybe probably some other things that you don't want the member public to know. But the fundamental things should not, be withheld from the member of the public. So I believe that it should be, at this point in time, they should know. They should know what is happening to their governor. They elected him. And he's representing wherever, if he's around now, he's supposed to be governing, and he's supposed to be doing what he has told them in his manifesto, that these are the things I'm doing. He's supposed to be doing that now, but he's nowhere to be found. And possibly what should put them at peace is not being said to them.
What's the duration within which a deputy governor can act or govern in acting capacity? Is there an expected timeline, or is there a time limit to which he can act, before a resolution will be set in motion, as far as, or a mechanism, or a process rather, was set in motion as far as Section 189 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 is concerned?
Unfortunately, Section 190, talks about the fact that until the governor sends another letter, another communication, negating the fact that he's going on the medical leave. If you look at 190 sub 1, it talks about that. So unfortunately, until the governor comes back and says, okay, I'm fine, or I'm not, I'm resigning, the acting governor will still be acting governor. Okay. You take, for example, the issue of when President Yaradua, former President Yaradua, was in government, and for a long time, we had former President Goodluck Jonathan, and he was there for a long time as acting, until when we got to know, was confirmed that President Yaradua, so at that time, it's until when issues have, cropped up, and then we can ascertain that this particular person is incapacitated, and that means at that time, we can then decide to take further steps.
Some people are asking for extra constitutional measures to be taken. They call it doctrine of necessity. And they cite what happened in Yaradua and Jonathan, 2014 thereabout, or 2013, whichever it is, and that there was what they call doctrine of necessity.
Yes.
Now the point that some, including myself, make to them is that it was called doctrine of necessity because the Constitution did not have provision for that scenario.
Yes.
And that Constitution has since been amended.
Yes. You
now have Section 189, 190,
yes,
which addresses what happens in the event of a governor being, unable to, for whatever reason. Yes. So should we be talking about anything like doctrine of necessity now, saying that the Constitution is clear about what needs to be done?
There's no lacuna in the Constitution. Again, it has been, as it stands, that part, like you said, has been filled. There's something to follow. There's a process. At that time, there was no process. There was nothing like this that we could follow. But now, it is in the Constitution. We have to follow it. The Constitution is the ground norm.
So can't we see some, maybe a law or the National Assembly or State Assembly saying, we're just removing him, or make any move to impose a governor's, deputy governor's, the governor of Ondo State?
I don't think so. It's, as like I said, it's in the Constitution. The Constitution has stated clearly, you know, all these issues, the drafters of the Constitution, they looked at these issues, and that was why they have to put this in case this happens. The two ways a governor or a president can be removed from office: 2/3 of majority of the House, or medical issues.
So in this case, there's no doctrine of
There's no doctrine of necessity.
Wow. Okiki Adeniran, thank you so much for your time. It's been a pleasure having you.
Thank you for having me.